god, Coachella was so fun. Like seriously, it's like this amazing place. I never thought it would be so possible to have so much fun. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my Coachella review, my tips and tricks and everything that I've learned about Coachella on my first time going to Coachella. So for those of you who don't know me, welcome to my channel. It's Lynn Peretti here. And on my channel, you normally would find inspirational videos about life and business. And you'll see occasional vlogs. So when I travel, I like to vlog it. But in this video, I'm gonna try to do it a little bit different. So I realized that all my travel vlog has been like just me filming my everyday thing. And I feel like I'm not adding any value to you guys. So today I'm going to do my first travel vlog, but it's gonna explain to you, what I learned, tips and tricks about my holiday so that you can learn something. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I wanna add value to you guys. So let me get straight into Coachella. Alright, so right now I'm in LA on my own. So after my 3 days of Coachella, I decided to stay in LA. Well, I decided before I came to meet up with some friends in LA before I head to Vegas and meet girls again. So why am I in Coachella? I am here for a bachelorette party. So in Australia, we call it a HEN'S party. And so it is like, I thought it was my once in a lifetime opportunity to come along. So I was like going. But after I've been to Coachella now, this is definitely not going to be my only time. It is so good. So let me talk to you about before Coachella. So before Coachella, I did watch some videos. So just before I head off to Palm Springs, where Coachella is, I watched some reviews. So I knew that some people gave tips like wearing a bandana because it's going to get dusty, bring a jacket because it's going to be cold. It is so much fun that you should even go on your own and try to meet your friend, make sure you know where to meet your friends because it's really hard to find. And so I had those tips with me, but I had no idea how fun it was going to be. Like I knew there were all these artists that were coming along, but I couldn't imagine how they were going to all perform. I had no idea the amount of entertainment that was there. So it really blew me away. So let me share with you my 3-day experience. On the first day, we went with a group of 6 girls. I love dressing up. So now that I'm like 36 turning 40, I thought that my days are gone with the whole dressing up thing. I'm talking about accessories, tattoos, like glitters and stuff. I just never thought I would do that again. And when I did it, it was so much fun. It's like the girl in me came out and I wore all these accessories that I really enjoyed. So the dressing up part is so fun. I reckon you'll never get sick of dressing up as a girl. So that's the one thing I learned from my trip. It's like I still really enjoy fashion and enjoy accessorizing. I used to throw away all these jewelries because I thought, it's too much. So I started to wear like simple necklaces. But after this trip, I am stocking up all my big accessories again.
Going to Coachella!
Time, huh?
Are you gonna be joining? I'm nervous.
Nervous, right?
Coachella! Our saucy angel represent.
Okay, so on my first day, the bachelorette was like 6 girls. So when we got there, me and this girl that I knew in there, because we saw that my friends were hanging out with some other friends and we thought, okay, they're gonna take a while, so let us just run off for a bit and then we'll meet up with them later. But we had no idea that this place is so big and there's no reception that the whole night, I'm talking about like an 8-hour night, we could not find them. I stuck with my one friend. We had so much fun because we were able to like float around and change our minds. If we went to somewhere and then we're like, okay, it's getting a bit, not boring, it's more like there's so many other artists that we haven't seen, so we're like, all right, let's stop here and go here. All right, let's go and get a drink, let's do this. It was much easier when I went with another girl. But yeah, I had no idea that it was such a bad reception that you couldn't really catch up with your the other friends. So you feel a bit bad that, okay, oh my god, I haven't seen the bachelorette girl and her friends. There was another artist that I really wanted to see, and my feet were starting to hurt because I was wearing really high heels. And my friend, I said, do you stay here and I'm going to like just sit over there for a bit and chill out, and I'll meet you right there, because I knew exactly where she was. But to be honest, you can still get lost. So basically, as I walked back into the crowd, I could not find her. So I lost her for 2 hours. But in that 2 hours, I realized, oh my God, there's actually so much you can do on your own, because there's so many artists on stages that you'll be consumed in the entertainment that you don't even have time to be bored. So that gave me a little taste of going alone. Anyhow, that first night was really fun, and I ended up meeting that one girl again. It was easier to find her. Somehow mine and her reception was just working, and we were able to find each other. And then we didn't see the other girls until we got home. So like we actually just met them at home. And on the first day, we did not bring our bandana because we're like, it's gonna look really tacky with the bandana. But we regretted it because it was so dusty. Like our throats just hurt so much. And I was really nasally, like I was just sneezing, like almost like I had hay fever or something. And so I was like, oh my God, I'm so gonna bring a bandana tomorrow. And but it wasn't that cold. I didn't bring a jacket, but I didn't regret that.
All right, so we're ready for the second day of Coachella. Woo! Yeah. And today we're a lot more loosened up. Yesterday we were a little bit like anxious, or we weren't sure what was gonna happen. But today we know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yesterday I was with Lynn for 15 minutes and then
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was so much fun without her.
Second day came. So the first day I wore like a white outfit. Second day I wore like a black outfit. The photo of the Ferris wheel is just so fun and good. It just looks amazing. It somehow brings that sassy side out of you. You just feel like posing like a teenager again. Okay, so the second day I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna stay with the bachelorette party, because it is a bachelorette party. So I'm gonna stay with the group and not lose them, because I feel bad. But in the second day, I felt like when you go in a group, I mean, it was fun. Like I love the girls. They're so kind, so caring, and you know, we dance together. But it's like, because there's so many artists happening at once. And if I don't like an artist, I feel like I want to check out another artist, or I might want to go on the Ferris wheel, or there was all these like stores and like little, like just like Google Pixel, they let you test out phone. There's an Amex lounge, there's all these other stuff that I haven't tried. And because the goal was to stick with my friends, I didn't really do much on the second day. And a lot of the artists on the second day, I didn't like them as much. Well, I only got to saw a few that my friends liked, so I wasn't sure if the others were good. So let's just say the second day was quite tame for me. Like in a way, I felt restricted. I felt like, oh, but there's still other things I wanted to see. So then the second day, it was safe and sound. You know, we all got home together well, and wore the bandana because, yeah, the dust was killing us. So I didn't actually get hay fever again. So I realized it's this invisible dust that you can't even feel. Like, it's not like you can see the dust going through, but it is there. So like, because I wore the bandana the next day, yeah, I didn't really get feeling sick. And the second day was a lot colder. I'm talking about, like, if you live in Melbourne, it's like that Melbourne cold. It's pretty cold. So I had a jacket on. So I'm glad that the day that I brought my jacket, it was colder, so I was safe. And having a bandana, it really covers your neck, so you feel warm. So you feel like it's so much better. Third day came, I came prepared. I said, today, if I wanted to do the Ferris wheel, I wanted to do this colorful sphere thing that you walk around. There were Amex lounge that I had access to that I wanted to go. And I said to myself, if I ask the girl and they don't want to go, I'm gonna go on my own. And I knew it was okay, because even the review I watched from YouTube said so. And I had a taste of it on the first day, so I knew I was gonna be okay. And I had my phone, so I knew I was gonna be okay. And I was prepared that I won't see the girls all night. But it was okay, because I knew there was so much more good artists on the last day of the event.
You got your face honest girl now. Show me if you really got your money, girl now. Don't
Okay, so my journey on the last day, I started floating around. Like, I went to the Amex lounge. I got my nails done for free. I got myself a drink much faster than if you went outside. Then I just basically, and then I went to get my lobster roll that I really liked on the first day, but I couldn't get back there on the second day because I was following the crowd. So I made sure I even got 2 lobster rolls. And there's just so many food stalls around. I got occupied on my own for like the next 4 or 5 hours. I went on the Ferris wheel, and you'll meet other people that came alone or came with one person, and they're so friendly. You just have a chat, like, you know, is this your first time at Coachella? Da, 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 da. And I'm so glad I went on the Sphere. It's like, you know, seeing it far away, it's a different experience. I'm glad that I was on the Ferris wheel, being able to see the many people. So they're like little ants. So I had all this fun. And then I was like, even next to the stage of Gucci Gang, which my son introduced me to the artist. And so I had a lot of fun. And on my way back to seeing my friends, a few drama happened. So it was like almost 9 o'clock already. So I would be around by myself for 5-6 hours. And I'm telling you, like, I had a ball just like dancing away, because you're facing the stage anyway. You don't really need a friend to like watch you. You're just dancing to the stage. So it's not as awkward as you think it is when you're on your own. As I was walking away from this stage called the Sahara, it had like all these balls, like these big balls. Apparently, so I saw this girl on the floor, the ambulance was carrying her out, and apparently this big ball fell in her head. Well, that's what one of the people that was standing there told me. I said, oh, what happened to her? And they're like, oh, this big ball fell on her head and it cut her skull. And I was like, oh my God, that's so bad. I didn't see any blood, it was quite dark. There were a lot of ambulance people. And so I was like, oh my God, that's really bad. And I walked away. And then as I was running to see my friends, I had my phone in my pocket in the front, and I had my lobster roll, a water bottle of water, my handbag. And as I was running, and I just finished my last lobster roll, and I felt empty. I'm like, where's my phone? And I couldn't feel it. I was so pissed off, because trust me, this place, like, it's already hard to find people, but if you don't have your phone, you feel empty. Okay, maybe I never felt lonely because I had my phone. Like, I could take photos, I could like upload things sometimes, and you just feel like you're connected to this little friend anyway. And so when I lost my phone, I felt really like empty, like alone. Like I can't call anyone, I can't find anyone, I can't take any more photos, I can't remember the night. So anyway, I started to panic and I started tracing back, because I'm like, okay, well, I knew I just dropped it, so it should be easy to find it. But like I said, you can't imagine how dark this place is. It's dark, it's crowded, like there's just people walking everywhere. And after like 10 minutes walking back and forth, I had a watch on, and normally if you had reception, you could actually ping it, but there's no reception. So I could not trace back to my steps and get my phone. So I accepted it. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna forget about it. It's just a phone. I just saw a girl getting hit with the ball or got injured by something. I said to myself, you know what? Just accept that I've lost it and go on with the night as if it doesn't matter. So I ended up going to a trance nightclub. I met some people and like said hello, and then I said, can I hang out with you? They're like, yeah, sure. So we were like dancing together, and I'm like, all right, I had enough fun now. All right, nice to meet you, bye. And then so I went off. And when I got out, I was like, okay, maybe if I went to the lost and found place or the info desk, maybe I could find my phone. I went to the lost and found place, was able to trace my phone, and this guy had my phone. I FaceTimed him and he was on the phone, and he said, I got your phone. And I said, where can I get it? And then I said, can you come to the lost and found? And he's like, oh no, I'm at the beer garden. So I said, all right, stay at the beer garden. I'm gonna come there. But if you don't see me, please bring it to the lost and found. And apparently he said, okay. And so I started walking back there, and I even found this guy that I thought was a security guard to come and help me find where this beer garden is. And we got there, and once again, this place is so big, I could not find it. He said at the toilet outside this beer garden, and you're like, that's already so specific. But this place is so crowded and dark, so I couldn't find the guy. And then later, I tried to call, but the phone was off because my battery probably died. And right now, it's 2 days later or a day later, and my phone is still off. So I lost my phone, and that was a disaster. Some of the tips I would say is, don't lose your phone. Like literally, like, I know you're gonna take your phone in and out all the time because you're taking photos, but like just really focus on your phone, because when you lose your phone, you feel really lost. And I'm glad that I was able to find my friends on the third day at the end of the night, because getting out of there was so packed and crowded. I would have got lost, or I would have got confused. So yeah, try to be really careful with your phone. There were like hundreds and hundreds of phones and wallets in the lost and found place. So it's a very common thing. People don't always steal your stuff. You actually drop things, but you can't tell because it's so dark, you drop it, you can't hear it. So I heard a lot of people going, someone stole my phone, someone stole my phone. But from my experience, I felt like no one really stole people. Like, it's not that common. Because before I lost my phone, I saw so many other people picking up the phone. Like, he's like, just, you know, is this anybody's phone? So I saw about 3 or 4 of that. So I think a lot of the people there actually just dropped it. But if you Google up things, everyone's always saying my phone got stolen. Be careful with your phone getting stolen. I really think it's the human error. So be careful with that. Yes, bring a bandana, because at the end of the night, it really keeps you warm. Like, even if you don't care about the dust, it's like somehow between the neck and the thing, it just keeps you warm. On those last 2 nights were pretty cold. Bring a jacket because it gets quite cold. Yeah, the shuttle bus is so well organized. If you did get a shuttle pass with your ticket, it's really, really good because there's so many buses. There's not much waiting around, and they're very, very well organized. And finally, be daring to do what you want. Like, I don't regret going on my own, because I still had the best time of my life, because I felt in control of what I wanted to do, who I wanted to see, and just got consumed in my own world. And so I recommend, like, if you feel like, you know, if your friends are wanting to do something and you don't want to, be willing to go separate, but just keep your phone next to you. So thank you so much for watching, and if you've got any questions for me, please feel free to put in the comments below. And if you enjoy my tips or not, let me know as well. And thank you, and I'll see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe.